Well, all right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is the post-game press conference for FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 Asian Qualifiers. Second round game between India and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia beat India by 11 points, and the score was 60-71. And we have the coach and a player joining us. Join me to welcome John Rojackers, who's the coach of Saudi Arabia. Joining along is Abdul Kabar Khalid joining us. Coach, can you please tell us how the game was?
Well, first of all, I think a big congratulations to my players. We had a tough travel. Going to New Zealand, short turnaround, playing Friday in New Zealand, coming back here with the time difference. It's not easy, but we found a way to win. I think it was an ugly game, but I think good teams win ugly games too. So I think that's a huge compliment to my team. Swalen was hard to guard, of course, but I think. We just did a really good job, I think, finding in the fourth quarter. We had there a little run. And then I think, Khalid definitely, at the end of the game, they just did a really good job controlling the tempo and milking down the clock, And for us, winning with 11 points was also important to get some extra bonus points for the qualification.
Right. Abdul, would you tell us how the game was?
We knew the game was going to be tough. It's the last game for the World Cup qualifiers, and we had a long travel these past couple weeks, but we found a way to win the game, and credit to India fighting real hard. Obviously, they're trying to get their first win, but the last 5 minutes, I think our team did a good job of collectively coming together and making some big plays on the defensive end, and then obviously that helped us on the offensive end as well. So I think we did a pretty good job in the last couple of minutes.
Right, I did love the game. Let's keep it open for questions. Do we have any questions from anybody?
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. This is Siddharth from Sid Breakball. Could you tell me about what allowed your team to finally pull away with a 2012 fourth quarter while the game was neck and neck for the first three?
I think it's obviously we are maybe a little bit in better shape than India, but what I said, we made that run in the fourth quarter, but it came from our defense. Our defense was really strong. We were locking down on each position. We were way more aggressive. In the beginning of the game, we were very passive, definitely on the ball. And on the moment we started to guard, like Khalid started guarding hard. I think Wash started guarding really hard on the ball with Krishnan, because we knew he could hit shots for them and make them win this game. So I think that's it, And at the end, we just controlled the tempo really well. We were smart we got in the bonus. We made sure that once we were in the bonus, we kept attacking the rim. So I think we did a lot of good stuff in the fourth quarter.
Also, your team out-rebounded India 42-33, and it seemed like whenever your team was in a rut, you went inside, used your size. Is there a point of focus that, okay, now we have to take it inside, now we have to use our advantage?
Yeah, because when we played against India at home, they actually out-rebounded us. We had really a hard time on the defensive glass. So that's something that we emphasized before this game, and my guys did a great job picking that up and executing it.
Coach, last question for you. It's a young Indian team. What about their play, if any, gave you the most trouble, if at all?
Sorry, what?
What about the Indian team's play gave you the most trouble, if any?
I mean, I like what they're doing here. I think they do a good job giving young players chances. So, those guys obviously have to make mistakes to get better, And I think the coach really does a good job of letting these guys play through mistakes. Obviously, guys like Hafiz and Christian, they're a little bit more experienced. You can see that they played more games at this level. But overall, I think it's a good team for the future. When you have guys 18, 19 years playing already at this level, it will pay off later.
Thank you, Coach. One question for you. You had 10 points, but also 8 assists and 5 rebounds. Can you talk about your mindset when it comes to setting the floor for your team, when it comes to doing a little bit of everything to help your team?
Yeah, I mean, as a point guard on the team, my job is try to control the game, run the offense, and get everybody involved. As a point guard, when you get everybody involved, you get 100% from them on the defensive end too. So, just trying to make the right plays and When you have a big guy like Sway, let me try to feed him the ball as much as possible, and just play the game the right way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Coach, and thank you, and congratulations once again on the win. All the very best. So with that, we've come to the end of the first half of the press conference. We'll be back with the India team very, very soon, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Check one, check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Sure. All right, welcome back to the second part of this post-game press conference. We have with us our Indian team coach, Wesley Matic, and we have a player joining us, Moin Hafiz. Thank you so much for joining us. Coach, can you please tell us how the game was?
What I can say, first of all, congratulations for Team Saudi Arabia. That is, I really have to say that after a long trip that they have to the New Zealand and then this high defeat, they are now concentrated that put this most senior player there play this game, and then at the end that is happened what happened. We are last 5 minutes we didn't find a way, and then that is this 12-point difference that happened.
Right, especially I've watched so many times. I watched India play. Today was, very, I loved the game, in fact, today. Thank you for that. Hafiz, do you have anything to add here? How did you like the game? Do you want to talk anything about the game, please?
Actually, we fought today. And we have to improve in our offensive part a lot. And 4, 5, like everybody should improve a lot. Our skills are lacking, so we have to improve in our shootings, everything. First 3 quarters we were in a good position, but fourth quarter wasn't good like as we expected. So we have to improve.
Right. Do we have any questions from anybody, please?
Hi, Coach Siddharth here from SidBreakball.com. Today the team had a 19-16 first quarter. Unlike the last game versus Jordan where we had a slow start, what adjustments did you make? What allowed the team to come out strong and win the first quarter?
Okay, one thing what we are changed, that is the first warm-up. For a young team, that is very important. That is some weaknesses, what is concentration, expectation of the game. If you are made a hard warm-up, that is team will start okay. And then on this way, we little bit change. We know quality of the Saudi, we watch a game, but when you are see in first half, we have a 16 turnover, we are finished with a 22 turnover. That is what Moin say. That is this technical mistakes what cannot happen. And then another way is the fighting. Everybody who come from a bench, they have to keep this technical level and to ready to fight. Because in India, nobody play aggressive. Here you have a height, and then plus every team is aggressive. And that is a new situation for us. And then this is a young team, and they have to, with the back of some also young player, what is not here, come back from injury, with some experienced player, maybe we are in a not bad direction. That is my opinion.
Also, we kept it close for first three quarters, especially in the fourth and throughout the game. There were a few take fouls that we gave up that gave them the free throw and possession. Maybe signs of a young team. How do you see the team growing?
Okay, basketball game is of the skills and experience. Player experience, what is fully concentrate end of the game and conditionally ready. They are ready to execute end of the game. From the other side, that is number 10, Canadian player. That is the main point guard in a team. Number 6 is over the 30. That is number 20 and then 12. They are all very experienced players. We played against this team and we lost by 20-something in the last window with the Palfrey. Palfrey play and then somebody else there play. And then we lost. Now we are 3/4 end of the game. We are in a game. And then that we are execute little better, who knows. But after game, it's very difficult to say if. No, we lost the game and we know what we need to work.
So what about the team's play in this match and in the games before makes you the most proud about seeing their growth?
But, for us is how to say, after the NBL player come and then 5 weeks we are practice and then from a practice. That is in the future we need to have to go exposure. Young team have to go to be somewhere to play against strong team, to prepare for a situation what will be happen. Here in India we cannot get an opponent that can compete with us.
Like the 7'2" Aryan, in talking to him, rarely in India does he get to go up against someone the size that he faced today.
We have, but they are not here. We have, but he's not here.
Thank you, coach. And Moin, congrats on a hard-fought game. What are some of the positives that you take from this game?
Actually, we fought well today. If you especially see, we started our first quarter in a good way, like how coach wanted us to start. So yeah, today, except Arvind, nobody had a great shooting today. So we have to concentrate. Like I said, we have to concentrate on a skill level, and we have to gain experience, and like we should not make a lot of turnovers. So we each day we learn a lot of lessons. So this was also same thing. So we will improve day by day.
Also, in the past, sometimes we've seen opponents pressure the Indian team into turnovers, but now it seems we have that part more under control. Now the team seems to bring the ball up more confidently.
Yeah, everybody is young, pretty young. They know how to play. They have been in academy. They have played in international level, like under 16, under 18. So they know the system. We have been practicing the system for last 4 years. So other than Indian camp, like we go to other state or something, we don't practice the same system here. Like we have to adopt. So once in this 5-week camp, we have to adopt what coach is teaching. So it's very difficult for young players to get into that, but they'll make it. Once the future is here, they'll be better, like far better than where we are now.
Last question, what would be your words of advice to young players throughout the country who are working hard to someday represent India?
So we have to forget our Indian standards, what we are practicing in grassroots level. So we should start improving, like we have to play in international standard, how physical, like coach said, we don't have a physical game here. Like we have to change everything from the grassroots level so that we can improve in the 16, 18 under, like senior. Yeah, so we have to concentrate a lot in grassroots level. So players, they have to work hard. So don't have to, nowadays they don't have a thing like everybody uses mobiles, like party, everything. So we have to control that. Basketball is a great game to play. Everybody should respect that game, and results will be coming thing.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, coach, and thank you, and all the very best. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. With that, the post-game press conference is officially over. Everybody, thank you for watching.